डियर फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक एंड अ वेरी गुड इवनिंग। मैं हूं संतोष सर एंड आज के इस वीडियो में हम लोग बात करेंगे कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस ऑफ स्ट्रैटेजिक मैनेजमेंट MCO-23 एंड सेकेंड सेमेस्टर का ये सब्जेक्ट है एंड कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट सजेशंस जो मैंने आप लोगों के लिए यहाँ पे फॉर दिस टी जून जो प्रिपेयर किए हैं एंड आई हैव मेड अ लॉट ऑफ चेंजेस इन दिस स्टडी मटेरियल और सजेशंस। तो वन बाय वन यूनिट वाइज हम लोग कवर करेंगे एंड देखेंगे कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस जो आपको इस साल मिल सकते हैं। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट लाइक इफ़ यू हैव टाइम यू कैन गो थ्रू द इग्नू स्टडी मटेरियल्स और एनी अदर बुक दैट यू हैव एंड डोंट फॉरगेट टू सब्सक्राइब माई चैनल एंड ऑल्सो शेयर इट टू योर फ्रेंड्स। ओके, यूनिट 1 से जो पहला क्वेश्चन है दैट इज़ this what is strategy and what are the important features of strategy of an organization। ओके, तो ये क्वेश्चन काफ़ी टाइम एग्जाम्स में आया हुआ है एंड इसको बिल्कुल आप 100% इसको तैयार करें एग्जाम्स के लिए। लेट मी टेक द पेन सो दैट यू विल हैव अ गुड प्रेजेंटेशन। ओके, तो दिस क्वेश्चन यू नीड टू रिवाइज फॉर द एग्ज़ाम कि व्हाट इज़ स्ट्रैटेजी, इसके इम्पॉर्टेंट फीचर्स क्या क्या हैं। जैसे कि मैंने प्रीवियस वीडियोस में भी आपको एक्सप्लेन किया है ऑल दीज 4 टाइप्स ऑफ फीचर्स जो मिंचबर्ग ने डिवाइस किए थे, पैटर्न, प्लान, पोजीशन, पर्सपेक्टिव एंड प्लॉय। तो इसको आप अच्छे से रिवाइज करें फॉर द एग्जाम्स एंड व्हाई दिस स्ट्रैटेजिक मैनेजमेंट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। सो दीज आर फ्यू पॉइंट्स, इनको आप एक्सपैंड करके अपने आंसर्स में लिख सकते हैं। जो सेकंड, ये कुछ 2 डिफरेंसेस हैं यूनिट 1 से, स्ट्रैटेजी एंड पॉलिसी एंड स्ट्रैटेजी एंड टैक्टिक्स। तो ये भी आप रिवाइज कर सकते हैं फॉर द एग्जाम। सिंपल क्वेश्चन है। देन एक्सप्लेन द डिफरेंट लेवल्स ऑफ स्ट्रैटेजी। तो लाइक जो स्ट्रैटेजीज डिफरेंट कंपनीज फ्रेम करती है, बेसिकली इट रिवॉल्व्स अराउंड दिस 3 levels। One is corporate level, the other is business level and functional level। So these are the 3 different types of strategies or levels of strategies which are generally used in the organization। Okay, one more important question that is from SBU, ये strategic business units, what are this and why, like what are the important characteristics of these type of units। So so all the business organizations which use this strategic management in their operations, so they are SBUs and let's move on to unit 2, strategic framework। And from here you can revise this question for the short note, strategic intent। And this intent has these 4 main components: vision, core values, mission and objectives। So these are the 4 components of intent which you can get in the exams। Okay, the next question is from vision। What is vision and what are the important characteristics of vision and why visions are important for a business enterprise। So this question also needs your attention। Okay, then we have the next question from core values। What do you understand by core values and briefly explain its important features। So basically core values are the essential beliefs of an organization। I mean little bit towards the ethical side, कि एक बिज़नेस के जो एथिकल स्टैंडर्ड्स होते हैं, बिलीफ होते हैं, उसको लेके उसके कोर वैल्यूज़ फ्रेम किए जाते हैं। तो उसके ऊपर है ये टॉपिक। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज़ डिफाइन मिशन एंड अगेन इट्स इम्पॉर्टेंट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स। एज वी नो दैट द मेन पर्पस ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन around which all the strategies are framed, so that is called mission and its important features that you should revise for the exam। The next important question, what are the objectives of strategic management and like the important characteristics of strategic management and the different types of objectives that a firm sets for itself। So basically it revolves around the objectives। Now these objectives and core values, strategies, बहुत ज़्यादा difference नहीं है इनके अंदर, लेकिन still then everything moves around the main objectives and goals of the organization। The next question is what are the steps that are taken by a company for setting its objectives। This is also very important question। One short note you can revise for strategic analysis and its components। From Unit 3, which is the topic on strategy in global context. Now, where there is global, that means environment, external environment. So, the first question revolves around that. Explain the various processes or steps that are taken by a company to analyze the external environment. So, these four steps are taken. First, like identifying the factors, then selecting the factors, then you make an analysis of that, and then you frame strategy. So these are the four basic steps in analyzing the external environment. One of the most important question, that is pestle analysis, and what are the different factors that influence pestle analysis. Very common and very important question, a must revision for you all. The next question is from like how a company, like what are the different modes or ways through which it can enter into global market. Now in your syllabus these four steps are given. Like the company can do direct exporting, it can make franchisee by giving licenses and all, it can make a joint venture with foreign companies, and even like it can directly invest in foreign countries. So these are all ways of entering into foreign markets. The next question is on EPRG framework. EPRG, as we know, like stand E for ethnocentric, P for polycentric, R for regiocentric, and then geocentric orientation. So this is also very, very important, very common question. Even like in short notes, you get this question. Unit 4, this is on external environment. You can get a short note again on this external factor evaluation matrix, which is also known as EFE. And all these pestle factors are used here for analyzing this measurement. So this question is also very important one. Unit 5, competitive analysis, and here this question, Porter's 5 forces of framework. So basically these are called the Porter's 5 forces. One is the rivalry among competitors, second one potential entrants, and third one the substitute products, fourth one bargaining with the suppliers, and bargaining with the buyers. So these four main the basic forces which revolve around the competition. Okay. Then we have the next question on scenario analysis, scenario planning, and what are the different steps involved in scenario planning. So this question also a must for your revision, and this is how the processes works, like different steps. First you will identify the issue, then you will classify the issue, and then you will analyze and try to find the solution of the problem. One short note, you can do it on social media competitive analysis. This is also very important one. बहुत बार एग्जाम्स में स्ट्राइक करता है. एक और क्वेश्चन है यहाँ पे, कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोफाइल मैट्रिक्स CPM and the different steps involved in measuring the CPM. So CPM, as we know that competitive profile measurement किया जाता है यहाँ पे कंपनी का, एंड इस प्रोफाइल के अंदर जो सबसे पहला स्टेप होता है दैट इज आइडेंटिफाई द क्रिटिकल सक्सेस फैक्टर्स, आई मीन द स्ट्रेंथ, somewhat like SWOT analysis, and then you will assign the weight to each success factor and then give ratings, and then you will check the scores of each rating. So this is how it works. Unit 6 is on internal analysis. Now here the company does the scanning of its internal environment, and this question, like what are the different types of sources that are being used while framing strategy. So these 4 type of sources which are always there with the company, and the company uses all these 4 resources in strategic management. Okay. The next one is on VRIO framework. Even like this question comes in long, as a long question, and even in short notes. So VRIO means valuable, rare, then inimitable, and organized. So all these 4 factors need to be explained properly. Okay, the next question is a short note again on the value chain framework. This question is also very common here in strategic management and very popular topic, in fact, very popular and interesting topic. एक और है जिसको हम लोग तो जानते ही हैं, SWOT analysis. Now SWOT stands for strength, weakness, opportunities and threat. So every company, it does this SWOT analysis for itself, for the market, for the production department, for the finance department. So everywhere this analysis is done to find the strength and weaknesses of an organization. Let's move on to unit 7, business level strategies. Now business level strategies, यहाँ से ये क्वेश्चन आप कर सकते हैं, what is differentiation, what are the different types of differentiation, and write the advantages and disadvantages of each type of differentiation. So these points you can write, the different types of differentiation. So this tangible and intangible, sometimes you get a difference between these two, and the advantages and disadvantages of differentiation. Very important topic. Then we have the next question on focus strategy and its advantages and disadvantages. This is also a very actually MCO-03 में ऐसे बहुत सारी ये topics हैं जो एक जैसे दिखते हैं, they are quite similar. But that's why the student find it very hard to learn all these topics because they appear very similar, but there is always a difference between the concepts. Okay, unit 8 is on competitive strategy, and here, apart from the meaning of competitive strategy, you should know about the components of competitive strategy and why these components are important. So developing a competitive strategy, it means like developing a critical formula for success. And this is again like it is the tactics, what the type of tactics which is used by the companies to win over its competitors. And these frameworks or components that generally uses for competitor analysis, like what are the future goals of the company, few assumptions, then what is the current strategy and what are its strengths, capabilities. So on the basis of this we do competitive strategy. The next question is on declining industries. As the name implies, the industries are declining. That means they are running into losses. And what are the factors that affect these type of industries? So these are the three main factors where this company lacks. Like they lack in economic growth and rapid cost due to inflation, and there is no technological advancement in the company. And apart from that, some determinants and factors are there which makes the company in a declining stage. So these 6 factors can be analyzed, like uncertainty, declining patterns, then the demand for its product, the reasons, the basic causes of decline, and some exit barriers, why the company cannot leave the market, and its rivals, how is their volatility. So these factors should be considered. The next important question, what are the different types of corporate strategies? This question, very important one. So these 4 types of strategy are there for these corporates. One is stability, the other is growth, third one retrenchment, and lastly combination. So every corporate sector enterprise use this type of strategy in their planning. The next question is from diversification. As we know, diversification, that means the company wants to diversify its activities, it wants to expand, grow. And what are the different ways in which it can classify or diversify its business? So these are the different ways of diversification, like it can do it with the help of mergers and acquisition, by making joint venture with other companies, with long-term contracts with other companies and the government, and through strategic alliances. So these are very important one for diversification purpose. The next question is a short note you can get on retrenchment strategy. And let's move on to the next unit, implementation. And basically implementation deals with the behavioral dimension, I mean behavior of the individuals and the company. And as we know, where there is company, there is a leader, there is a manager, and his role is very very important. So why he is important, why leadership is important, what are the different types of leadership styles, and qualities of a good leader. Very common question, even with our own common sense we can write the answer of this. You must know like these three types of leadership styles which are exhibited by a manager, like autocratic style, democratic, and laissez-faire style. Autocratic where is a bit strict, democratic friendly, and laissez-faire more friendly. So this is how you should go. The next one is on corporate culture. What do you understand by this? What is the meaning of this? And explain the important techniques of developing corporate culture. And we know this. We have read this in MCO-01 about corporate culture. Let's talk about different techniques of developing corporate culture. The first one, you should study the human nature who are working in the organization, and how is the communication process. Communication should be very precise, very definite, and this is the only way through which workers can be motivated. Then they should have self control. Then the manager should have corrective attitude towards their mistakes, and accessibility should be there, anger should be controlled, recognition should be given to the employees. Okay, unit 11 is on corporate governance. And what is this corporate governance and its main 5 pillars of corporate governance and the different models. So basically corporate governance, it moves around complete transparency, integrity, and responsibility of the organization. So it's very hard to find, but still then nowadays the companies are becoming more serious and they give more attention to corporate governance. And these are the basic 5 pillars, I mean the main components. The company should be accountable to the society. It should have a fairness, I mean fairness in its dealings, transactions. All its activities should be transparent. Integrity, all the factors should be integrated properly, and it should carry social responsibility with it, because the company can only exist when there is a sort of social responsibility of the company towards the society. Okay, unit 12 is on control, strategic control process. And you should know what is this strategic control, what are the different techniques of this type of control, and what are the major issues that the manager faces towards strategic control. So these are the different tools and techniques used by the manager. Financial control should be there, time control, and management by objectives, which is also known as MOB. So these 3 techniques are used for controlling these strategic, and all these things should be properly revised. One more difference that you can do from this chapter, difference between operational control and strategic control. This question also very important one. And unit 13 is on evaluation. Here your performance are evaluated, and from here what is business portfolio analysis, one of the very very important question in strategic management. And what are the different types of business portfolio analysis. So these are different types of the metrics. And here like this BCG growth matrix, McKinsey matrix, and strategic planning institute matrix. Among this all, this BCG stands more important. You can get this in the short note also, very important one. Revise this properly for the exam and its limitations. One more short note you can get on BSC, that is balance scorecard. This is also very important one for the exam. So friends, these are few important questions of strategic management, and I hope all these questions will be helpful in your preparation and score good marks in the exam. Thank you very much for watching this video.